All right. So the date is 4/28/22, and both me and Drew literally just had a very interesting paranormal experience. You go first, dude. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
can't even process this.
So we're just sitting here, happening to be watching paranormal investigations and whatnot.
We're literally watching the Sam and Colby video on the Fairfield Infirmary, and they're talking about a scene where there's a morgue, and in the basement or whatever, there's separate freezers. One freezer for the adults, and the other freezer for the little kids. And so, go.
So right, like as they're discussing this, I've been sitting in the same spot for the past I don't even know how many hours
On a couch.
on a couch by an air conditioner, and it happens to be like 30-something degrees outside, but I've been comfortable this entire time.
And literally earlier you said that it was warm. That you
Yes.
feel warm. Literally earlier.
Yes, I did. And literally in the matter of like a minute to 2 minutes, I went from being completely comfortable to shivering to the point where I had to get under a blanket just to try to get warm. But as soon as I left the spot, I started getting warm again. So I decided, okay, well, I'm going to put something up over the air conditioner just in case. That literally was just the air conditioner.
To seal it up. To
Yes.
try to seal the spaces, the air spaces as
Yes,
well as
like,
possible.
On the sides of the air conditioner, because sometimes they are a little open. As I am doing this,
You were literally standing on top of the couch on the right corner. And
yes.
at that same time, we both heard this like little kid's voice. I thought it was a female. At first he thought it was like a boy.
I thought
And
it was like
and
a
you didn't
little
even
boy
mention
with a high
anything.
pitch.
You
No.
didn't mention anything at all at first.
I
asked
thought
if you
I might have just been hearing things, or it was the TV. So
Literally.
I did not say anything.
I literally asked if you heard anything, and I purposely didn't say what I thought I heard. I asked you what you said, and you literally said a little kid, and I was like, exactly, that's what I heard.
So then, you went over to the door just to make sure there was nothing outside.
Right, exactly.
I happened to have gotten back to the floor and was laying where I was laying, and behind my head,
Right, you were about to mention that it could have been something,
yup,
and then literally no one's touching it. No one's even like close to it necessarily. The kid's toy goes off, and it scared the crap out of both of us. We both jumped, and that literally just happened. What did you have to do in order to make that toy go off?
Okay, so first I'll describe what I did. So I simply smacked the bag because I thought maybe I accidentally.
The toy is in a
somehow-
bag.
Yes, and there's other stuff in the bag as well. I will say that, like, there could be stuff on top of it. I haven't even actually looked in the bag to see what's on top of it. But I smacked the bag, like, where there's stuff at. The toy did not trigger. I gripped the bag, I yanked on it, still didn't trigger. I literally had to grip the bag, lift the
it.
bag, yank it, and drop it, and then the toy triggered.
You literally have to put pressure and physically touch this thing.
Yes, how the toy is basically it's like a musical toy, but it also does speak, and you have to physically press the buttons in order to trigger it.
And granted, literally the voice that we heard, this toy was louder than that.
Yes,
Louder than that.
and mind you, like it was a much fainter voice compared to the toy for one.
By far,
And
100%.
also, with how the toy talks, the voices do not match whatsoever.
Not at all.
So this was definitely a separate voice, and it literally went super cold,
On the couch.
voice, toy, in probably the span of 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes, dude. That was
Like it
entirely
was-
less than 2
It was
minutes.
basically bam, bam, bam.
Simultaneously, back and forth, immediately.
And basically, maybe a couple minutes after this all went down, just to see, I went, back to my spot on the couch, and I'm perfectly fine.
It's completely comfortable. And I literally went upstairs to ask my mom to tell my mom what just happened. And my mom's watching TV, and she comes down and she said that, and like she was watching something and there was a little boy talking. Okay, so we were like, all right, let's try to debunk this. Now, granted, while we heard these noises, we had the TV on. We replayed the scene twice. Literally, the voice that we heard is not at all present in this video that we're watching. So, we literally sit back down to try to debunk it. We did it twice. One with mom playing it, but we don't know like when she's playing it. Two is when she tells us when she's playing what she's watching to like let us know so we can keep ear on it. Both times, basically straight silence. We couldn't hear anything. And even if we did hear something from her TV, it's way too faint over the television, over our television.
Now, let me real quick just play the TV exactly at the volume that it's been. I haven't touched the volume. I haven't turned it up. I haven't turned it down. It is 100% how we had it. Just so you guys understand.
It may not be the same moment of the video,
but it's the same volume.
The same volume. Go.
Humming was one of the things that we talked about. Is down here. It was like moving. It was like
that could have been maybe a plane.
So there is no way. Now, mind you, where we are on the first floor at the very front end of the
maybe
house.
that could have been like a quiet spot in the video, but in this video, everyone present, besides the female in the video, everyone present is speaking all at once at the loudest volume. We have it as the same volume that we have. There is no way we could have heard whatever my mom's playing on the TV over our television. There's no way.
And like I said, we are at the front end of the house, like first floor. She is on the second floor, but her bedroom is all the way at the back end of the house. So there is no way that TV would be louder than the TV we have in this room. And it's not a massive room. It's a small room, so the sound is very contained in here. There is no way we would hear her TV over what we have going on right here. And even then, when she sent us the clip and we listened to it...
She sent us an audio clip.
Yeah.
Just so we can go back and listen to what she was hearing to try to match it with what we heard.
And it did not match whatsoever. The boy sounded nothing like what we heard.
How do you describe that? Like, what do you even think of that?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I literally do not know. Like, the fact that it all started with me going from completely comfortable to shivering in like a minute, to the voice, to the toy, I got nothing. Like, just the fact that it all happened in such a short span. I'm sorry, there's no way that's a coincidence.
Like,
if that is a coincidence, that is somehow one hell of a coincidence that 3 different things happened in the briefest of time spans.
And like, just for even more clarification, go back to that moment one more time. Just one more time, go back in that moment. It was
like right here.
Right there. Okay. Here's the audio from my distance, from our distance, the same distance.
If you're still here and you want to talk to us, can you give us an obvious sign, any sort of sound or any of our devices? How do you explain that?
Right after.
You didn't answer anything else, but then we're like, okay, you want to talk? Yep.
Hey, is it cold around here in the, like, do you get cold when it's as cold as it is right now?
And that noise right there, isn't it?
Wow, now it answers questions?
Dude, what if it's like a little kid? If this is like the kid freezer, maybe he has no idea who Elmo is.
Yeah.
If he's as bad as they say he was, why would you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I have an idea.
And see, no, pause it.
I think we...
See, they all were just talking. Those were multiple people just
And
talking.
literally, the voice we heard literally seemed to happen right after they mentioned the little kid.
Directly.
And then
That too. That
was
too. That too.
exactly
I thought because
they
I
mentioned
thought
the
I
little
thought
kid.
I thought you were about to say directly after all of them were talking. But yeah, that
No,
too.
It was
That too.
right when they mentioned the little kid, and then we were talking about the fact that we heard a little kid, and that's right when the toy went off. It was
Exactly.
as we were talking about the fact that we heard a little kid. So how could you honestly tell me that is all coincidence? Everything was focused around.
We're not making this shit up, dude.
And literally, suddenly,
All that
this
happened.
Shit happened at the same fucking time.
And what I was referencing the first time when I said that's not it was because we're watching a Sam and Colby video, and when Colby is moving, zooming in on the camera, and you hear that whew, whew, that noise was not absolutely not what we heard.
No, this was a distinct
Voice.
child
voice.
That was just a REM pod beeping.
Not even the REM pod. I'm talking about his camera because when he's zooming in and out.
yeah.
Not even the REM pod.
Yeah, I just thought it might have been the red pod because
No.
as soon as he did that, like there was like a red blinking light that happened at the same moment.
Right,
So that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
my attention thought it was the REM pod.
But no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about literally his camera.
And-
that noise is not what we heard.
And let me tell you, I have been watching these videos like for the past like couple days, and I try to debunk everything I see. I'm not the type of person to just accept everything and be like, oh my god. No, I'm the type of person that goes, well, it could be this, it could be that. There's one where they were positive that there was something up in the window. I still think there was no face in the window. I think there happened to be a rocking chair, and you were seeing the round top portion of it, and you just saw part of it, so it kind of looked like the shape of a head.
Of the Conjuring house alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my thing is they never investigated that room. So how do they know there wasn't a rocking chair in that exact spot?
Right.
And that was my point. So that I'm telling you, I'm the type of guy who tries to debunk. I do not accept things at face value. I can't debunk any of this.
Yeah.
Like,
We've literally tried. We've literally tried.
We've literally probably spent the last hour and a half trying to debunk.
This
We went
recording is
through all the
already
steps.
on 12 minutes and 30 seconds already.
Yes. So before starting this audio, we probably spent like about an hour and a half trying to figure out exactly
What just happened?
what just happened. We went through all the different options and we've got nothing. So I don't know what to tell you, but I'm at a loss.
And, dude, as soon as that toy went off, we both just instantly
Yeah,
jumped.
you like flew towards the couch and I was freaking flying.
You flew back towards the TV, dude.
Okay, mind you, I am literally laying on the floor. I threw myself, still on the floor, mind you, towards the kitchen on the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, basically.
That's how badly this thing caught both of us because we were not
We were not expecting that. No.
like, and like I said, it was like bam, bam, bam. All this happened.
All simultaneous. All at the... Oh, my God.
All I know is I'm probably not falling asleep tonight. Literally.
This is the toy.
Q R
You see how loud this is.
S U.
You see how loud this is. That voice was not what we heard. Right in literally right there. Right there.
And what
You
we
stood
heard,
right there.
and what we heard right there was not nearly
Because
as loud as this.
you were gonna put your robe there
Up,
on
yeah, trying
the,
to block
air conditioner.
the vent there and try to block some of the sides.
you were literally standing on the couch.
I was literally standing there. Yes.
And this was in that bag.
that bag. And
There's no way
so I was
something that loud. That was
no,
not that loud.
And mind you, like something just tapping this.
You literally have to
T.
press that. You literally have to press that.
Yes, like look, like look, I just literally banged it with my fist.
Not even doing that. Wait. Not even
No,
doing that.
You literally
Not even
have
doing that.
to-
U.
What the fuck?
And look, like
U.
you have to put like you can't just do that.
You literally have to put
you
pressure.
have to literally.
U.
You literally have to put pressure on that. There's no way.
And as I was saying, there is a music part. What the? Okay. Maybe. Okay. But yeah,
Regardless,
it has
regardless.
music stuff to it too. But this is literally the toy that triggered. And it was in that bag. The bag never moved or anything like that. He was there literally.
I was literally, here's the door. I literally opened this up. There's no one outside. No one outside. I was standing right here. Right here.
And I'm laying.
You're
right
laying
here.
right there.
And this toy was in that
bag
above my head.
That bag.
So I literally dove
From here to there.
because I was flipping out because it was right above my head.
Right. It was literally right there.
I'm telling you, dude. I ain't sleeping the night. And all that was on it.
What's on?
This was what I found laying on top of
Is
it.
that even on?
Nope.
No, that's not even on.
I'm actually pretty sure this is
And
completely done.
that's all in there.
And that was on the bottom of this. And this was sitting face up. This was sitting there. But as you can see, I literally just dropped this on there. Okay, I didn't lightly lay it on. I'm doing that. And these were both in here like this.
Well, not exactly like that.
Not
but
exactly like that, but basically that toy was facing up like that. That toy was on top of it.
There's no way.
Mm-mm.
There's
And look.
no way. Yeah, even doing that.
So even if
Put pressure around it. Nothing. Dude, touch the bag. Lift the bag. Maybe the instrument sound, but that was it.
and the thing is it wasn't the instrument, it was
Exactly.
the voice part.
Exactly.
The instrument part is actually a little bit easier to trigger, but even then you still have to push it, you still have to physically do something with it. The fact is, with me laying here and him standing over here,
Me standing right here, directly right here in this area. There's no way.
And you saw, I kicked this. Nothing happened. So it wasn't like I accidentally brushed the bed and it triggered.
There's just no way.
Like, you have to give it a good bit of force just to trigger it. And with me laying here, not even touching it, and him over there not even touching it, it randomly went off.
There's no way.
There's no way.
And literally, we heard the voice right there.
Okay, so I'm literally here. The voice was right there.
Like
I
directly
literally-
right there.
Like almost
right here.
right next to me, just standing on the floor.
Right.
Right there.
There's no way. And that was loud. That noise was faint as hell. With this TV on, with the TV on, there's no way we would have heard anything from my mom's TV from upstairs. Nowhere.
So, like I said, oh God.
Sorry.
It's okay. Front of the house. Okay,
Front of the
is
house.
upstairs.
Upstairs.
Up there is my fiance and our kid.
Directly above us. Directly above
They
us.
are out cold. Her room is all the way back there. In fact,
That's a motion sensor light. Don't mind that.
yeah, don't mind that.
Plus, like, literally, you can stand right here and that turns on. So don't mind that.
There's a back room back there. All the way back there above it is where her bedroom is.
Exactly,
So
right.
all the way back, right up there.
Going this direction, right.
Yes, this
exactly.
direction.
This direction.
So there is no way that we heard her TV over our TV, which we already played the audio of the TV.
Right, yes.
And this TV, I mean, it's not super loud, but it's not quiet either. There is no way we happen to hear that. And like we said, she sent us an audio clip, and that audio clip did not match anything what we heard.
No.
So, I don't know what to say beyond that, but all I know is it was freaky as hell. Alright, and like, my thing is, like, this isn't the first experience I've had. I mean, I've heard things, I've felt things, I've I have seen things in the past like legitimately move, and I would try to recreate it, and no matter how I recreated it, how I found it, there's no way that
In
it
general,
just fell.
in general.
But my whole life basically I've felt things, felt presences. I'm pretty sure my house growing up was haunted because my grandfather died in it, and I saw him at the top of the steps, stuff like that. So this is nothing new.
This is
And
nothing new to me either. That's the thing.
typically, I'm the type of person that just ignores it. I don't dwell on it. But something about this got me good.
All the events happening all at
Like-
once, one after the other, is a whole different level.
And I mean, and like I said, like I've dealt with this my whole life. Like I know people call themselves empaths and whatever. Yeah, maybe, some of the stuff that I feel or whatever matches, but in no way do I consider myself an empath. But
You don't consider yourself sensitive to the paranormal, spirits, or energy, or anything of that medium nature.
no, I do not consider myself that at all. Like, yeah, okay, I feel things sometimes. Sometimes I can feel something in a room and somebody else might pick up on it. But to me, that's just, I don't know, a feeling. Like, I don't dwell on, I don't think about it, I don't acknowledge anything. I'm just like, whatever. But this, for whatever reason this is, like I said, nothing else has really gotten to me. Even seeing my own, like, grandfather at the top of the steps that was dead for, like, 10 years. Didn't bother me. Just kept going on with my life. Something about this exact moment that just happened, like, it's got me reeling. I don't know why. I still am uneasy about it. I mean, especially because it was just a little kid.
What we heard.
From what we heard, it was just a little kid. And yet, I am still not feeling right about it. Like, I don't know, man. All I know is it's got me messed up.
And with all the times I've been here, this is my own mother's house.
Yeah.
Not once have I heard that ever before.
No. And literally, like, the stuff that I've noticed here never matched that. It was never anything so
No.
prominent. Like, the biggest thing I would say that has happened to me in this house so far. Now, mind you, just to give a slight backstory, I am currently here with my fiance, who is his mom's sister, because we were in a really bad house fire last July. So we currently moved here after staying with some other people. We eventually came here, and now we're living here. And for the longest time, nothing ever happened, and yada, yada, yada. But, the biggest thing that I had happen to me was I was sitting exactly where I'm sitting now, exactly where I got extremely cold to where I was shivering.
The couch.
Yeah, like literally in a minute span. There's like a bucket by the front door. Mind you, I was in the house by myself. They all left. And there's some stuff in it, but
And I'll take a picture of the bucket.
yeah, they've never fell over on their own.
And you can see, it's at least whatever that long thing is, it's directly
propped up
on the door frame. You're right.
Well, I was sitting here, I was watching a movie.
Not saying that it wasn't like that before.
Oh, it was.
Like, it was?
Oh, yeah, no, I've always made sure that it's propped up against the door frame.
Okay, well, currently it is propped up on the door frame.
Yeah, basically how it is now is always how it is. It never changes because no one ever touches that. And all of a sudden there was, like, out of the corner of my eye...
Like the only way maybe that can ever be touched if one, obviously someone intentionally touches that, or two, if you open the door, but also you can see that one thing on the side closest to the door, if you try to open the door's not bumping or hitting that.
No, the only
It's
way
not
I
hitting
would
whatever
say
that is.
you could hit it is if you were carrying bags. But like I said, I was here by myself. The door never opened.
The door was shut.
Yes.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed it tilting over incredibly fast, mind you. Now, I can't see the bucket from where I'm sitting. So I get up, I go to look over. At first, I thought this thing just fell. Now, granted, I was like, I don't see how it fell.
No. Was it stationary the whole time?
This is what I'm
Like not saying like something was, just weighted or whatever, and due to whatever bucket it had to have fallen because of all the stuff inside. Was it stationary at the time?
See, well, it was sitting straight up like that. Now, here's what's funny, because I was literally about to tell you this part. So, when something just falls over, right, the bucket would still be right here, but just falling over.
Right.
The bucket was over here.
Was in the middle of the door.
Like, basically direct center of the door.
And it's on literally the left side.
Yes. So, literally, it went from the left side, and like I said, I can't even explain how it happened, but literally it was like something shoved the bucket or like swept the bucket aside, and it just slid over here and just fell. Because all of this you would figure would be piled up right here. It was all over here. Now, mind you, this stuff wasn't there. So
everything on the right side wasn't there.
Besides that.
You're right.
So this was like all leaned up on against this and stuff, all the way over here. Now tell me how, if it just fell over on its own, did all of this end up over here?
Right. All right, hold on. Let me record this.
Okay. Okay. So the bucket is here.
This right here is the bucket, and you can see like this is what I was talking about. That was nearest to the door. You can see if you open this door.
Oh wait.
You have to unlock it. That can't be touched.
Clear clearance. But like I said, I was actually
And this is the long thing that I was talking to you about.
Yeah,
That's
like-
literally propped up to the door.
And mind you, it is light as hell. There's basically no weight to it. Well, I mean, it's gonna slide, but like you can just toss this thing around. It's not heavy.
And that's basically
And it's
propped up to the
like
door
that.
frame, right there. As you can see, propped up to the door frame. Right
And I
there.
have always had it like this. I have never not done this. Now, and basically no one ever goes in here. Yes, there's an umbrella in there, but we don't use that umbrella. We have a whole different umbrella somewhere, I don't know. Anyways, so how I found it, okay? When you think it would fall over, right? The bucket, I don't really feel like tilting it over because then I have to clean it all up, but it would still be here, just right here, down.
Yeah, it would literally just fall like
Yeah. The
just
bucket
right in the same place.
was literally right here. All of this, instead of it just being scattered right here, was over here. That's not just from falling over. That is literally like something maybe took its foot or took its hand and just... That is the most thing that's happened to me. Like, granted, sometimes I hear stuff that isn't there, or I catch a glimpse of a shadow that shouldn't be there, but to me, that's minor stuff. What happened here?
Directly here,
Basically
Here.
in this
general area.
That is beyond anything that I've had here. And like I said, this was probably the most thing that's happened, and it didn't even really freak me out. I just was just like, well, damn, that's not normal. And I just went back to my movie after I cleaned it up. This is the only one I am stuck on.
No way. That just went off and it was a voice.
We literally, okay, so let me tell you.
We literally just stopped. As you can see, we literally just played this. Just a second ago.
We literally were just like, okay, let's get back to our stuff. Let's just try to move on past what happened. And literally, like, right after I basically press play, it probably went on for like, what, a couple of seconds?
Literally
The
like
toy
1 second.
went off again. Which is crazy because we literally were just saying we're going to ignore what happened and move on with our night. And it happened
This
again.
is not bullshit, dude. This is not bullshit.
Like, you go from talking about a child to having a child's sound or voice
Literally right there. To a
talking
child's
about
toy.
To the child's toy, we do all this stuff to record and talk about what we just experienced. Say we're going to ignore what happened and move on and go back to our freaking show, and it literally triggers again right after. I don't know what's happening. It was,
Right there. Literally in that bag. The Ross bag.
And literally as soon as we mention ignoring it and going back to what we were watching, the toy happens again. Dude, this is some bullshit.
This is not bullshit.
No, I mean, this whole situation is bullshit, man. I just want to sit here, enjoy our show, but we can't. Because clearly, something did not like the fact that I literally just said, let's ignore it and get back to the show. Dude, what the fuck is going on?
I don't fucking know, dude. This is weird.
Like, bro.
Just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it. Can you please make that toy go off one more time? On camera. At least one more time, please.
Dude.
3, 2, 1.
Dude, you know what's really nuts, though?
As soon as we turned the camera off, it went off?
No.
The toy sounded off?
It's getting cold here again.
Move.
Sit right there.
Right here?
Right
A little bit
there.
right here, yeah. A little bit. It's not like ice cold.
Now, here's the funny thing.
Yeah. Right here, right here, right here.
Right here is not cold. And look how close it is to the air
Oh,
conditioner.
dude, yeah, that's
It is
warm.
not cold
That is
right
warm.
here.
That is warm.
Right
here.
is
Right
cold.
here.
Dude, it literally feels like something was fucking sitting next to me.
Literally right here. Bro, this is actually cool. Oh, fuck.
Dude, it literally just feels like there's something sitting there.
Dude, it's still fucking cold. It's not like ice cold.
No, but like literally that's what started happening. I was completely comfortable right where you're sitting. And then literally in the matter of like 1 to 2 minutes, it went from me being comfortable to the point I was shivering. There is no way it happens that fast. It's a gradual type of deal. And normally it takes a while. It was like cold, shivering. Come here, it's warm. Go back there, it's cold. Come back here, it's warm. Now all of a sudden, this whole time we're sitting here, I'm fine again after we're doing our whole discussion. That toy goes off after I said let's ignore it and get back to the show. And as we start this, suddenly I start feeling cold again, and it's only right there. Nowhere else.
It's right here. It's literally right here. Right where my hand is right here. Like a
Like I said,
breeze or
I
something.
literally put my arm
Right there was warm.
directly in front
Right
of the
there
air
was warm.
conditioner,
Yeah.
and it is not cold. It is only that spot. Here I'm warm. But if I go right back there, I'm cold again. Dude.
I'm just waiting for that toy to just make a noise again. I'm just waiting.
Dude, it's just trippy, bro. Like,
I'm just waiting.
man, I don't even know what to say at this point. The fact that literally I say, okay, let's ignore it, get back to the video, it just instantly goes off again. And then right after we start, I suddenly start feeling the coldness again.
And I can see where it's cold. It's in that corner.
Right.
Directly in
And
that corner.
it's not cold anymore. Put your hand right there. I'm telling you, it's not cold anymore.
Maybe a little bit because I can feel a breeze from the air conditioner a little bit.
Yeah, but like compared to what it was, and even then.
That's warm. That is warm. That is warm. That's warm. Is that a cat or a dog going downstairs?
Cat.
Cat. Okay. That's warm.
Yeah.
That is warm.
So, again, I say let's ignore it. Go back to the video. It goes off again. It starts getting cold. You even felt it yourself. It was cold there.
It wasn't like ice cold.
No.
It was just like
Like,
something.
it wasn't nearly as cold as I felt it the first time.
Right, yeah, I can
I will
tell.
flat out say that. But the fact is, I knew it was starting again. And now,
The toy hasn't even gone off yet.
that was me. Sorry. My hand smacked my leg.
No, dude.
Is it getting cold over there?
Yes. Right where I am. Come here. Right here. Right here. It's ice cold. It is ice cold right here. Bro.
Dude.
It's ice cold where I am right
So
now.
it literally fucking moved from right next to me over to you.
To me. This is like shivering cold. I have a hoodie on though. But this is like, bro, it's right here.
So it literally moved
From that couch
Here.
to here. Wait, okay, I feel this cold. Let me go over to you again. Okay, yeah, that's from the air conditioner.
That's from the air conditioner.
That's from the air
You can
conditioner.
feel the distinct air.
I can- yeah.
difference When it's just the air from outside, and then when it's just suddenly cold, because I can put my
Oh my
hand
God.
over by the air conditioner and I feel the cold. When it was cold here before, I literally had my arm directly in front of it, and it was not cold.
I thought I was getting like a mini headache for a second, but it's like I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. But dude,
I'm telling you, guys, this is insanity.
it's not even that cold anymore.
No.
Right here. It's not. Come here. Like, yeah, it's like a little cold, but it's not that cold. Is it that cold?
No, it's definitely not nearly as cold as it was when I came over and put my hand here again. Well, the first time. Like, it feels mostly normal. Like, with a slight little chill.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I don't know.
Bro, I'm fine now. I'm fine.
Like, I just cannot believe this happened.
Remember earlier when I was mentioning that I thought I was getting a headache?
Yeah.
My head was thumping. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
The only thing that I had, but I just didn't say anything because I don't know if it was just like the excitement of it all, but I started getting like a tightness like right here.
At your
But-
heart?
Yeah,
Your
but
heart.
it's really odd though. And the only reason why I say it's odd is because as soon as it started getting warmer here again, it went away. And then all of a sudden, you started feeling the cold, and then you got a headache. Or the thumping in your head.
There's something in my head.
And mine had gone away.
I'm fine. What is going on?
Yeah, it's,
And that toy hasn't gone off this whole time.
dude, I really don't know, man. Like,
That toy has not gone off
I
this
just
whole
can't believe,
time.
like, literally, as soon
We
as
can even
stopped
capture that
recording-
on audio or camera. Nothing. We can't capture that at all.
And please remember, we try to debunk this. We have gone through everything we think it could have been, and nothing adds up.
This
Like
makes
I
no
said,
sense.
I am the type of person who looks for an explanation for everything, and it is very rare that I will say I cannot explain it. This, 100%, I cannot fucking explain.
I just want that toy to go off again, without us even touching it, without us being near it, just to go off, and
It's just not.
it's not.
The only thing that was just happening was the coldness traveling from
One spot
which
to the other.
doesn't even make sense how it would literally go from here, go away, and then be over there.
Right. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this at all.
It's like we're being prepped.
Swear to God. Swear to God, it's like we're being prepped.
It's like some spirits like, hey, they're coming to the Bellaire House. Let's go over there and, you know, they're prepping with videos. Let's actually prep them with a little activity at their own house.
Yeah?
Yo, Sam, music
I just want that freaking toy to go off.
No.
All I know is if we do eventually get tired and start falling asleep, and if we turn everything off and that thing goes off again, I will probably legit shit myself.
I would, yeah.
No, I swear to God.
And like I said, I do not consider myself an empath. I know probably some people might say, well, if you feel things and shit like that and see things, you are. No. To me, it's just, it's happened before. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not like I can just sit here and be like, or go into somebody's random house and be like, oh yeah, there's a spirit.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
someone here that's working on the morgue.
I don't have any of
Can you
that.
turn off this flashlight?
Okay, new discovery. It's April 28th right now. It's literally to the fucking day, 1 month until we'll be at the Bellaire House.
Yup. Exactly 1 month until we go.
Because we'll be there the 28th and the 29th. Booked, set in fucking stone.
And this shit happens.
It's like, we were talking about this earlier. It's like a prep.
Yes.
It's like a
That was
fucking
the
prep.
exact words I used. I said, man, it looks like we already got our prep in for the Bellaire House.
Literally. Like, what the
And then we
fuck?
just realized it's exactly 1 month until we were there.
This is fucking nuts. This is insane.
Dude, like, what the fuck?
I didn't even realize coincidence until I realized what date it is.
Like, dude, that is just insanity.
It's April 28th, and we have a fucking month.
Until the Bellaire House.
This is like a fucking filler trailer.
Yes.
It's literally a filler trailer.
Like, what the hell?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh.
This is gonna be one hell of a ride.
Yo.
Okay, so what the fuck was that?
No, okay. So I'm sitting here, you know, chilling, watching Sam and Colby.
This is the day after. This
Again,
is the day
yes,
after.
Yes. Mind you, all the shit was last night. Once again, seems like we have shit happening. So I'm sitting here.
So we're watching old Sam and Colby content.
You had to emphasize old. Anyways, yeah. I'm sitting here watching Sam and Colby, and something like right behind me, like I don't.
Bro,
even
it sounded
know.
like a fucking can.
Yes, it sounded like either
It was like a like it was like it was something.
like yeah, but it was loud.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
right behind me. Nothing moved. Like looking back at it now, nothing.
You were full on laying down.
Yeah, I was full on laying down.
You fucking jumped.
Yeah, I kind of yeeted myself towards the sofa, towards you, just because it scared the shit out of me.
What the fuck?
And then we heard the thump on the steps, and we have a motion light right there.
Which is right, like around there. This thing right there, that thing.
So it triggers whenever someone's coming down the steps. We've had it go off at least once where it didn't make sense, but we kind of just chalked it up and said, whatever, maybe it sends
Oh
somebody
yeah. The
all
fucking
the way
the
upstairs.
2 steps. It was like
Yeah. The light never went on.
No.
And there was
No.
no footsteps going back upstairs. There were no footsteps coming back like the rest of the way down. It was just 2 distinct thumps on the steps, and that was it. If there was any movement on that staircase, that motion light would have
because that motion light right there, this thing right here, is sensitive as absolute hell. Literally, move towards it. You could be literally, and then it just turns on.
And mind you, it can pick up a cat coming down the steps. A cat. So to have 2 full distinct thumps that sounded like it was right there, like on the stairs, that is literally the halfway marker. The light triggers when you're at like the top step. Like you come down maybe 1 or 2 steps, that light comes on. This sounded like it was dead center of the staircase, and that light never triggers, and a cat can trigger it.
See, and now it's off.
Night 2,